Have you ever wondered what it's like to travel thousands of miles across the vast, open ocean? For one of the most ancient and majestic creatures on our planet, this incredible journey begins before they even take their first breath. Today, we're diving deep into the world of sea turtles, following their epic life story from a tiny hatchling to a worldly ocean voyager. It all starts on a quiet, moonlit beach. A mother turtle, after her own long journey, has returned to the very same shore where she was born decades ago. With powerful flippers, she digs a nest in the sand, a safe chamber where she lay around 100 precious, leathery eggs. Her job done, she returns to the sea, leaving her future offspring to the warmth of the sun and the protection of the sand. For about 2 months, these eggs incubate. Then, a remarkable event known as a boil takes place. Triggered by the cooling sand at night, the tiny hatchlings, no bigger than the palm of your hand, simultaneously break free from their shells. Working together, they claw their way up through the sand, a team effort from birth. When they finally emerge, it's a frantic race for survival. The ocean calls to them, a glimmer of moonlight on the waves. This is their first and most perilous journey. Guided by instinct, they scramble towards the water, a tiny army on a mission. But the beach is a dangerous place. Ghost crabs scuttle from their burrows, and seabirds circle overhead, all looking for an easy meal. It is a heart-pounding sprint where only the luckiest and fastest will make it to the water's edge. Once they hit the surf, the challenge is far from over. The shallows are filled with predatory fish, waiting for the newcomers. The hatchlings must swim, and swim, and swim, paddling with all their might into the open ocean, a period biologists call the frenzy. They swim for days without rest, heading for the relative safety of the deep, where they'll spend the next several years of their lives. These are the lost years. For a long time, scientists had no idea where the young turtles went. But now, thanks to satellite tracking and dedicated research, we know they travel on massive ocean currents, like the Gulf Stream. They find refuge in floating mats of sargassum seaweed, a golden, floating ecosystem that provides both food and shelter. Here, they feed on small invertebrates and jellyfish, growing slowly but steadily, hidden from most large predators. As they mature into juveniles, they leave their seaweed nurseries and venture into coastal feeding grounds. This is where their diet diversifies. Green turtles, for instance, become herbivores, grazing on seagrass beds like underwater lawnmowers, a vital role that keeps these marine habitats healthy. Loggerheads use their powerful jaws to crush the shells of crabs, conchs, and other hard-shelled creatures. Each species has its own unique niche, its own place in the intricate web of ocean life. During these years, they develop the incredible navigational skills that will define their adult lives. How do they do it? It's a combination of genius-level abilities. They can sense the Earth's magnetic field, using it like an internal compass to understand their latitude and longitude. They also use the sun's position and even the smell of their home beach carried on the currents to create a complex mental map of the entire ocean basin. It's a natural GPS system that is far more sophisticated than anything we've ever created. After 10, 20, or even 30 years, once they reach sexual maturity, the Great Migration begins. Guided by that invisible map, they embark on a journey that can span thousands of miles, crossing entire oceans to return to the region where they were born. This is the ultimate pilgrimage, driven by an ancient, instinctual need to reproduce and continue the cycle of life. The journey is filled with new dangers. While adult sea turtles are formidable, with their tough shells and powerful bodies, they still face threats. Ship strikes in busy shipping lanes are a constant risk. And then there's the biggest threat of all, us. Plastic pollution is a huge problem. A floating plastic bag looks dangerously similar to a jellyfish, a favorite food for many turtle species. Ingesting this plastic can cause internal injuries and starvation. Entanglement in discarded fishing gear, often called ghost nets, is another major cause of injury and death. These silent killers can trap turtles, preventing them from surfacing for air. But, against all odds, they persevere. The males and females find each other in the waters just offshore of their natal nesting grounds. After mating, the females begin the cycle anew, hauling themselves onto the beach to lay the next generation. A single female might create several nests in one season, ensuring that at least some of her offspring will survive that mad dash to the sea. If a turtle survives to adulthood, its life can be incredibly long, with some species living for 80 years or more. They are true survivors, living fossils that have swam the oceans since the time of the dinosaurs. They've witnessed the world change in unimaginable ways, yet their own ancient rhythms remain the same. The story of the sea turtle is a breathtaking saga of instinct, endurance, and resilience. From that first frantic crawl across the sand to epic transoceanic voyages, their lives are a testament to the sheer power and mystery of the natural world. They connect our oceans, our continents, and our past with our future. But their journey is becoming harder every year. Climate change is warming our beaches, which can affect the sex of the hatchlings. Warmer sand produces more females, skewing the population. Rising sea levels are eroding the nesting beaches they depend on. It is a stark reminder that the survival of these majestic creatures is inextricably linked to the health of our entire planet. What can we do? We can reduce our use of single-use plastics. We can support organizations dedicated to turtle conservation, beach cleanups, and the protection of marine habitats. When you're at the beach, you can ensure lights are turned off at night during nesting season, as artificial light can disorient hatchlings and lead them away from the sea. Every small action helps. The sea turtle's journey is one of nature's greatest epics. By understanding their struggles and their incredible strength, we can learn to be better guardians of the oceans and ensure that for generations to come, tiny hatchlings will continue to make that hopeful, desperate, and beautiful sprint for the sea. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey today. If you were as fascinated by the life of sea turtles as I am, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the wonders of the natural world. See you next time.